North Carolina rapper convicted in a gang-related killing of a 9-year-old boy was dragged out of a federal courtroom by U.S. Marshals on Tuesday as he cursed at a prosecutor and said he didn't do it. That expletive, don't know what the expletive she is talking about, shouted Antonio Lil Tony Davenport, handcuffed, shackled and wearing yellow jail scrubs, as officers pulled him out of the U.S. Middle District courtroom in Greensboro. As Davenport started his outburst, his mother yelled for him to stop and his grandmother yelled she knew he didn't do it. Emotions among family members of Zion Person, the 9-year-old Davenport was convicted of killing, were already high during the intense sentencing hearing. Discussions by the judge and others focused on what sentence would be appropriate for Davenport, but also on how to save Durham from a culture of violence. "It's eating Durham alive," Assistant U.S. Attorney Joanna McFadden said. In July, a jury found Davenport, 27, guilty of 3 federal murder, gun and racketeering charges related to the killing of Zion in August 2019. Just days before the killing, Davenport, a member of the rap trio 83 Babies, had signed a contract with Atlantic Records, according to court records. Davenport's 2 co-defendants pleaded guilty to similar charges under deals with prosecutors before Davenport's trial. Derek Lamont Dixon, 27, and Devil Magwood, 24, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to engage in acts of racketeering and commission of a violent crime that is murder in aid of racketeering. Prosecutors argued the 3 defendants were members of the Bragtown-based Northside 83 gangster Crips. The men opened fire on an SUV at the intersection of Leon and North Duke Streets around 8:30 p.m. August 18, 2019, thinking it was occupied by rival gang members who had jumped Davenport days earlier at the streets at South Point Mall. Instead of gang rivals, however, the SUV was being driven by Danielle Ragland, who was taking her 3 children, along with her niece and nephew, to Pelican's Snowballs on the hot August evening. 5 bullets hit the SUV, and 2 went in the passenger side back seat window. 1 bullet pierced the arm of Ragland's son, who was 8 years old at the time. Another went straight through Zion's forehead. He died the next morning. The bullet that killed Zion likely came from Dixon's gun, according to court testimony. Davenport was driving his maroon Honda Accord. Magwood was in the front seat, and Dixon was in the back. Magwood testified at Davenport's trial that Davenport and Dixon shot up the SUV. He said he would have 2 but couldn't get a good shot in the front passenger side seat. Dixon initially told police he was in the car, but that Magwood and Davenport were shooting, not him. During the trial, Dixon and Magwood were described as 83 gangster Crips shooters, or demons, as they were known in the gang, according to testimony.